we're going to jump into our reviews now. First
Okay.
review is the big movie that came out this week, which is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, aka Mission Impossible 7. I'm going to let you go first on this one here while I look up the current rating on it.
Well, I personally haven't seen a Mission Impossible movie in a really long time. I haven't seen the most recent offerings. So I actually read the synopsis of what has been going on with it. I kind of went into this, I didn't know. I thought it might not be so good because some of them weren't that good, as I heard, but I thought it was really excellent. I thought it was well done. The action in it was really put together right. The story was right, and it is of course a part 1. It's a bit of we have to continue on to see what happens. It was the way that they did the car chase was hilarious. It made me think of the Pink Panther movies, and the train wreck made me. This is a spoiler, by the way. Made me think
you're spoiling. It's supposed to be spoiler free.
Okay, I'll just say there's a car chase. It reminds me of the Pink Panther. There's a train scene. Remind me of Titanic. And I just thought it was really good.
Okay.
That's my take on it.
Going into this movie, this is a spoiler free section except for Christine's stuff. We're gonna do spoiler. I'm gonna spoil a little bit of stuff afterwards. Going into this movie, I'm not a fan of the Mission Impossible series, okay? I've seen 1, 2, 3. I didn't see 4 or 5, and I saw 6. Mission Impossible Fallout. That was the one with Henry Cavill that came out. So, and if I had to rank all 4 of them on the internet rating system, just on my memory, I'd give them all the worst movie ever. However, this movie, I went into it, I'm like, I'm going to leave that at the door. I'm going to expect it to be good. Hope it's good. Go in there, have a good time. Now, 2 hours, 43 minutes. Oh, God, this movie's too long. Way too long, okay? I enjoyed this movie. I had fun with it. Now, I left a spoiler-free reaction when we saw that on Wednesday, and that's already posted on my channel. There is a lot of dumb stuff in this movie, and I'm going to get into that more in some spoilers, but I'm not going to spoil the whole thing. Hayley Atwell, she's great in this.
Fantastic.
She's great. There is a little bit of humor in it. Christine says hilarious. I disagree. I don't think it's hilarious.
The car thing was hilarious.
It was funny, but I wasn't busting a gut laughing the whole time.
No,
there is a little bit of humor.
To be that.
There's too much goddamn dialogue in this movie. There's so much talking back and forth at times, and then suddenly it's action, and then we're talking way too much.
There's not much fighting, and that's why I liked it, because I'm so sick of fighting in movies. There's way more action and not as much fighting.
Hayley Atwell's character is really good. Tom Cruise's Ethan Hunt, to me, he's a Mary Sue. He's just too good at everything. I'm like, come on, make some mistakes here, okay? Isai Morales, who we saw, I keep thinking he's Fez, because he looks like Fez to me.
He doesn't look like him.
But he's not the same actor. This guy was in Ozark.
He's been in a lot of things.
His character I didn't really care for that character. Palm Clementif, who's Mantis in the Guardians movie, she has 5 lines in this movie. Okay? So she doesn't talk very much. And I didn't think she was a very good villain. Okay? She wasn't very competent at all. Or it's just because Ethan Hunt is just too good at everything. I was cheering for Rebecca Ferguson, even though I'm not sure why she's so important as Isla Faust. Was she supposed to be his wife? I thought that was played by someone else.
No.
But a viewer left a comment months back and said, we're supposed to root for Rebecca Ferguson, hope she lives. And, so I was rooting for her the whole time. Not going to tell you what happens to her. Or Vanessa Kirby. Vanessa Kirby was good in it. There was definitely a good action scene near the end. There was some stuff in Austria in the middle of the movie that I didn't really care for. Overall, though, Cary Elwes was in it? I don't remember seeing him in it. I must have missed it. But then I wasn't paying that much attention for him. There's these American agents in it throughout the whole movie, and they could have been really funny because they were kind of incompetent.
More fun with them.
But it should have been funnier.
They were finding them all over the place.
Anyway, I did have fun with this movie, and this is the first Mission Impossible movie I've seen that I'm going to give a best movie ever to,
it's really
okay?
Good.
Now, I'm not saying it is the best movie. It's like, in terms of your rankings, it would be, maybe like a 55 or 60. So I had more fun with it than I was bored. But I was bored at some times, and there was, too much dialogue, and it was too long. What rating would you give this movie?
I don't know. I thought the action in it was the best action movie I've seen in a really long time. Should have been more what Indiana Jones should have been. We didn't see this in Indiana Jones as much.
Okay.
I thought the action was excellent, so I don't know. And there wasn't as much fighting, which I also appreciate. So I'm going to give it like a 94.
Wow.
I did not like his weird face on the train at one point.
The current ranking
weird face
on Rotten Tomatoes is it has a 96% certified fresh critic rating and a 94% audience score.
People agree with me.
So people are loving this.
It's really well done.
Yeah.
Yes, there's some weird part, and it is the wacky. It is this world. They do have faces people put on. And if you have to buy into this Mission Impossible universe, okay? You don't want to buy into it. But this is what it is in that universe. It's from the show. And, they have like just self-destructing messages and stuff like that. So you gotta kind of buy in. You gotta buy into that.
And they have the voice modulating things on their necks too.
You gotta kind of say that's gonna happen, right?
Hey, hold on for a minute here, dear. So that's our thoughts on it. That's the spoiler-free, except for stuff that Christine has to spoil.
There's cars and
Thanks for doing that.
There's cars and trains.
Let us know your thoughts on this. You can always give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this segment. But let us know your thoughts on this new Mission Impossible movie, whether you liked it or not, or if you're not interested in not going to see it. Fair enough, and let us know why.